Hi, my name is Tyvis Powell, former Ohio State Buckeye and national champion DB. Welcome to the Buckeye Cast. These guys was born and bred in the Buckeye State, and they like to talk Buckeye football and drink bourbon. Subscribe to the show. Now pour up a drink and pull up a stool. Here's your host, Joe Warwick. Get him, Joe.
All right, Tyvis, we appreciate you. As always, folks, we appreciate you popping in. Hit the comments. Talk about whatever you want. We're taking all the questions from all the people, and we will answer every question and comment. We will pop them up on screen, as we always like do. We are going to talk about the first round of the college football playoffs. Seems like it kind of happened in a closet. I'm not seeing a lot of people talking about the games, but also we will talk about the ongoing adult movie in Ann Arbor, and not the good kind. Very, very adult, and where their coaching search stands right now doesn't seem to be in a good spot. But hey, visit thebuckeyecast.com. You're probably not going to get what you want for Christmas. We can all admit that, right? So pop over to thebuckeyecast.com. Everything is going to be on sale through Christmas. Get yourself something you really wanted, like a Buckeye shirt, hat. The newest design up there is the Just Sayin' shirt. I highly recommend that. That's a long sleeve tee. I will make sure and get a short sleeve version of that up there. I thought the long sleeve tee might be appropriate for most of us in the continental United States and Canada. Anyway, let's see. What do we need to talk? Oh, hey. The Daily Buckeye Blitz is back in video form. So if you miss my smiling face and my boyish good looks, pop over to the YouTube channel. Check that out. And hit a subscribe. Give us a subscription. Leave a comment. I always reply to every single comment, good or bad. And, maybe a thumbs up wouldn't fucking kill you one time. So we appreciate you. We're live on YouTube. Rumble, our new audience on Rumble is gaining traction. I'm proud of that.
And let's get ready.
So the nice thing about Rumble is they don't shadow ban you for saying a bad word or block your content like YouTube has done to me over the last 10 years. So we will be back next Monday night as well. So keep it locked in here. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the little bell thing to get alerted when we do go live. And we'll be back doing our Miami preview for the Cotton Bowl next Monday. And that game is a week from this Wednesday. So New Year's Eve. Be ready for that. Questions for the chat. Maybe these will stir up some thoughts for you. Instead of just saying random things. Who should Michigan hire next? And we accept all Michigan fans, Miami fans. You cocksuckers are welcome to come in and talk about the pass interference call in the end zone from 23 years ago. Go right ahead. We'll just laugh. We'll all laugh. We're laughing because it's true. So please, Miami fans, Michigan fans, you're all going to get banged on. And that's what she said. Some other questions for the chat. Here are the current. No, these are not all real. Biff Pierogi, is Biff Pierogi the guy?
You guys think he's currently there, and
sure,
he's trying to make a play to be the guy.
Sure. So more questions for the chat. Who would be your least favorite hire? Like as a Buckeye fan, who would you not want to be their head coach? So who would you kind of fear most? Right?
You ask it now, or this for the chat?
This is for the chat. I'm just throwing out random questions to get the conversation going.
Issue.
So, who could stabilize this program is probably a good question. Things like that. So, hit us up with your questions and comments, and we will pop them up and talk about them. So, for us, let's start off with. You want to start with college football playoffs or Michigan and All right, we got to start with Michigan.
Can I start off with a little Michigan soliloquy that I've been thinking about since we weren't on last week?
Let me set you up, because I think you have a very unique point of view on when and where you heard about Sharon Moore's firing. So we're going to start with the Michigan Clown Show, and from point A, we're not going to get into all the salacious details. We don't have time for that. That's like a fucking 3-hour show. But I do want to hear your initial thoughts on when and where. Did somebody just open an old creaky door in like a horror movie or something? Sounds like Frankenstein's going to walk.
That's the Michigan AD's office door.
Yeah,
exactly. The Grim Reaper just showed up at Ward Manual.
Knock knock. Anyway, Sean, let's start with you. Jeff will come to you, but I want to get Sean's point of view. When and where?
Boots on the ground.
Hold on. When and where you heard this news and your initial thoughts when Sharon Moore was fired?
Well, I was 14 hours ahead of you guys. I was in the future when it first. I think they probably first ones came from you, but there were several others that came in, and in Japan for some work stuff, but not there by myself. And there's a couple other guys from Michigan here. They're like, "Did you see this? Did you see that?" I'm like, we all thought it was memes at first. Like, oh, this is bullshit, whatever. The people I know would send some nasty shit like that, possibly, that might not be real. But then as the day goes on and into the next day, I mean, just I felt really good and happy for my poker buddies that I wasn't there when that news was all breaking, and even like that day, if we would have been at poker that night, they would have all got through it. But I mean, that's where I was, and it all hit. But I just give me like a minute here to like get something off my chest. This probably isn't even going to be popular. I know it's not going to be popular with you, Joe, and probably not even Buckeye Nation. But I'm to the point with Michigan, and partly because of college football. And what they've done, and partly because of Michigan. But in my view, Michigan's not my rival anymore. I don't give a fuck about Michigan at all, really. Not at all. I don't care that they're the last game. They don't mean any more beating them right now than it does beating Indiana or Oregon or anyone else. I'd frankly look for another program that I would like to be a rival with, because Michigan, and basically they haven't been our rival since Tressel came. We put that shit to bed and basically rode them for 20 years. They started cheating, beat us a couple years, got in Ryan's they had, won an extra one that they shouldn't have. But all the arrests and all the stuff and all the bullshit and them thinking that they're better, I just don't feel that Michigan, I don't want to be a rival with someone that I don't respect, and I don't respect Michigan. I just don't on nearly any level. And I just can't respect them. They're not a rival to me. They don't matter to me. I don't care for them. Do I want to beat them every year? Yeah, I want to beat everybody. I want to beat Purdue every year too. But they're not going to occupy any more of my headspace. And the way college football is now, it doesn't matter with Michigan anymore. We've got different goals. Before, we needed to beat Michigan to get our goals. I don't need to beat them anymore. And I'm just, again, I don't have the respect there. They're not my rival anymore. I'll take Oregon or Indiana or somebody like that. So move that game.
All right. Well, Penn State has already declared that they have no rivals, so I'm not sure they're an option.
If you know what, frankly, over the last 20 years, outside of the Bo and Woody fucking old time history, the rivalry has been Ohio State, Penn State. Those are some of the best football games that I've seen, and I know we've kind of dominated that like we have Michigan, but I mean some of those games are all timers.
Right. Before 2016, yeah. All right. So when you learned about Sharon Moore's firing in Japan, even though you were ahead of us and you didn't warn us, I'll let that go. What did you think initially? What were your thoughts other than this is a joke? But after you realized it was true and factual and he was arrested that day.
Well, I mean,
just
first
hours
the firing
later
came in, right? And I saw that, and then the arrested thing.
Just a few hours later, yeah.
That was just wild. I mean, I can't believe that the guy went that deep and that quick. Fired, I was actually a little pissed because I'm like, damn it, I wanted those guys to at least have him for another year because he's a bum. I mean,
Yeah.
I've said he's a bum from the get-go. He should have never beat Ryan. I mean, Ryan Day was in his own head when we lost to him 2 years ago. Um,
With Harbaugh's guys,
I
though.
was hoping Sharon would get himself a nice fat contract. Um, it wasn't that fat. I think he was 6.1 million, something like that, which is like top 40 coaches. But for Michigan, you think your coach is probably going to be in top 10-ish type
Mhm.
of pay. But they knew he wasn't ready for that job or the guy.
Right.
But the weird thing is, they also, and it seems like Ward Emmanuel, a lot of people also knew that he had a lot of these indiscretions beforehand.
Right.
And I mean that whole athletic department is again, this is what brings me to look, I don't Michigan's not my rival. I got to respect my rival. And I always did. They were good, they were tough. Okay,
Right.
you want to do recruiting this and that. But with the cheating scandal and then them still thinking they're above board and Ryan Day's brother is just shut up with your stupid shit. And
Yeah.
I can't respect much of what they got going on. And maybe someday they'll bring it back, but it ain't today.
Yeah. Okay. So after you learned that it was all true, the arrest, him just going off the reservation, um, Jeff, let's switch it over to you. What were your thoughts when you first heard this? I don't want to go through all the details and the butter
Yeah,
knives and
no.
all of the
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
I want to
I,
keep it high level and like just initial thoughts and what after you learned it was actually true. Like Sean said, he thought it was just like internet rumor. But what'd you think, Jeff?
yeah, like just like astounded kind of because I had not heard the rumors. I must have missed this whole rumor shit. It caught me completely off guard. I did not know because then I heard people on the radio. This has been known for months, and I'm like, I had no knowledge of it, no thought of
Well,
it. We never discussed it on the pod, so I was completely caught off guard. But I was like, I fucking knew he was a scumbag instantly. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, all right, that tracks. He is who I thought he was. Um, and then it's just, I'm like, then I thought to how can what why are Michigan fans? What are you a fan of? This is fucking ridiculous. It's dirty pool, man. It's not just like your recruiting violations. It's not just buying kids. This is federal indictments on coaches. These is home invasions, breaking up families,
assault.
assault. I mean, why would you stay a fan of this? I mean, like that says, and I have a person in my life that is a Michigan fan. She's disgusted, disgusted. She's like, ugh.
Yeah.
They want no part of it. Like they're probably like the old guard of the Michigan
I don't know.
faction.
I've been
I don't know.
around some, and they're on to basketball season. And hey, have you seen our basketball team? And I said,
Yeah.
no, I
Oh, is
haven't.
Juwan Howard
And
still
I haven't
punching
seen your
people?
women's volleyball or your
Yeah.
diving club either,
Right.
because no one gives a shit about any of that.
Right. Yeah. That's a deflection. Nice try.
It always he's like, you Buckeye fans only care about football. I'm look at the TV ratings. The whole country, that's all they care about.
Yeah. I mean, let me know when volleyball gets you some fucking viewers.
Whatever,
But yeah,
whatever, asshole. Whatever. Yeah, everybody only cares about football.
I mean, they're good at
exactly.
basketball. Hey, good for them. I don't care. I couldn't tell you one player on their team, and I also couldn't tell you one player on Ohio State's team because I don't give a shit.
Things losers say.
Right?
Uh, so yeah, so apparently this has all been happening for a couple of years, and there's been rumors, and of course you got to applaud, golf clap for the blue wall up there, keeping everything a secret on behalf of the program. Is that how things are supposed to be done? Seems like I don't know.
No, they actually say it's the opposite. And if it was Ohio State, this shit would have never got out because we help our own, and Michigan screws their people. They're in such a delusional state of
Right,
mind and world.
right,
It's hard to even comprehend. They think everybody else is the ones that do that. Now, my son goes to Michigan State and knows people that have family at Michigan and in some of those buildings. And my son said he did hear about it a few months ago. Like Sharon was messing
Okay.
with the help. Um, but
Yeah.
again, to me, okay, you can get beyond that probably. But the total crash out, what the? I mean, that's when
I
I
mean,
thought
no,
it was going to meet him. I'm like, who would do
Well,
that? The guy's got his whole life. He's 39 or whatever he is.
right.
Okay, if you're not good here and you get fired, big deal. Go coach a MAC school, and maybe in 5, 6 years, if you do any good, you'll be back. But he's unhireable anywhere.
Bobby Petrino showed up with a neck brace and road rash on his face, and
Right.
look at him now. I mean, and
You
Bobby
can
Petrino,
come back. You can come back. That's been proven over and over again.
Petrino cared because he didn't go fucking AWOL nuts like
Petrino
this
was good
cumbo.
before he went off the charts.
Yes,
He wasn't a
proven.
bum.
Right.
But yeah, this is like just weak-minded, not just a frail,
Mhm.
intellectually. I guess I don't know how to.
No, that's
I'm
exactly what Angelique Chingalis, who writes for was the Free Press, Detroit Free Press, Sean. She said this when he got the job, when he was gifted the job again. To use Jim Harbaugh's words, on third base, thought he hit a triple. He set up Sharon Moore, a guy that who clearly was not mentally ready for the gig. He thought he was kind of following Urban Meyer's lead in handing Ryan Day the job. Oh, I'm gonna
I don't know.
make my own
He
protege,
knew
Sharon
Sharon
Moore.
Moore was doing this shit. They all knew. And
yep. Fall guy. I don't think any of them had really
Yeah,
confidence
they
that he's
can
going to be
love
able to.
their asterisk championship. Jim Harbaugh ruined Michigan. He
right.
ruined them.
I
Because
agree.
Urban Meyer ruined him, and he got desperate.
The entire program got desperate. I include Ward Manuel in this entire operation. Okay,
Athletic department. Yeah.
he's been there since what 2016, something like that, close to 10 years at
Through
least.
all of it, and Juwan Howard coaches slapping other coaches, and
Right.
he's
They have other coaches at other sports that real dirty
Oh,
shit.
the hockey thing. Yes,
there you
the
go.
hockey thing. That's
Yeah, but
another
now they're
one.
really good at hockey again, and they're good at basketball, so no one cares about anything else. So shut the fuck up.
Right. So, all right, Sharon Moore is officially gone. Been gone. The interesting thing will be if he tries to mount any kind of lawsuit against Michigan, and if they want to go through discovery,
Yes,
that will
please,
get messy.
please
That's going to
let us
be
all know
very,
everything.
very sticky.
I think
Literally.
Sharon's going to get paid. He's like, look, I know where bodies are buried, and you want me
Right.
to burn this fucker to the ground? We can do
Or
that too.
they dump everything on him because he's the only one left. One of the two. Now who's
But
got the
you
bigger
need a
hand?
lot of people to fucking sing the same song.
Right.
Sharon was the one throwing his phone into the lake, wasn't he? And
No,
Yeah,
that
Stallions
was
because
Stallions.
he was embarrassed because Stallions was texting him and he was embarrassed that
couldn't
he was
believe what he
part
was
of it.
doing to these
All
young
he did
men.
was
He was
delete text, man. He still has the same phone that he's been sexting and Instagram, DMing and sliding into DMs. Same
At
phone.
halftime.
At halftime, pregame, whatever. Some
Uh,
people pregame differently, you know?
I, I'm glad I was proven
I
right
want to party
because
with this
that's the
guy.
dude. That's the guy.
Yeah.
That's the guy I thought he was.
Yeah. So anyway, um, yeah, he actually broke the law. An inappropriate relationship of a state employee with your subordinate is a law because he's a state employee. So it's not just a simple you're fired, get out, pack your shit. It's you broke a law, so you're going to have to go to court for that. Then the home invasion, the assault, which how wasn't he charged with assault? He
Well,
technically
I
was
haven't seen
not.
all the memes, but it had to be the one thing that popped into my head while I was in Japan because I saw the big Step Brothers meme, right, with Tucker and him. But then I'm thinking, and Blazing Saddles when they get the new sheriff and he's got the
Yeah.
gun up to his head and they're like, "I'm gonna kill myself." He's like, "Anybody moves?" And gets
Yeah.
it.
The sheriff is near. No, god damn it, god damn it.
It makes me want to watch that. I looked for it on the flight. It wasn't on there.
That's about as far as we can
Yeah.
go, I think, with
That's
that
a
skit.
tough one.
Yeah,
That's a tough one to find around nowadays. So yeah, so you got your guy Biff Pierogi in the mix here to take over the job permanently. how permanent, who knows? So we do need to talk about this third investigation. So Michigan did initially an investigation internally, which was basically Ward Manual, not Emanuel, just
Hey, did y'all
Ward
see
Manual.
anything? Anybody see anything? No. Okay.
Yeah, just asking questions, and of course everybody deny. That's the song, and then they did another investigation. Was that might have been, I don't know, NCAA, but that didn't
It was
involve the
a private. It was a
relationship.
private like situation.
Now they have a law firm, a third party law firm, which I have researched, and you guys will be happy to know that somebody out here is doing their fucking homework and talking about it. Apparently, I'm the only one. Credit the Buckeye Cast. Credit me. None of the blame. So this law firm out of Chicago, what's it called? I talked about this last week. Block and Jensen, something like that. Chicago based, but they're a big time worldwide law firm.
Chicago is a U of M honey hole. Everybody
That's where we're
graduates U of
going,
M,
honey.
goes
Yeah.
to Chicago.
So that's where my investigation started. And they have in this Chicago office alone, which they have multiple offices around the world. In the Chicago office, they have employed 26 UM grads. And in those 26, 9 of them are partners, not just peons in the mailroom.
Keep it fair. Keep it fair.
And one of them is the managing partner, meaning
Big donor.
he's in charge.
Yeah,
of the
and I
office.
guarantee to be a partner or part of that law firm, you have to donate to the NIL fund.
Probably.
Hold on, I
Right.
bet.
So my point is this quote unquote third party investigation is actually just another internal investigation set up.
Well, yeah, I mean that doesn't mean anything. I don't care about their third party investigation that makes them. They need to own it all and say, look, we failed you, and we're going to do better. And that's why when we get into who they think the coach is, I feel like there's right
Question.
decisions and wrong ones.
I think we're going to do better isn't enough.
So this is Michigan
Well,
University.
no words are enough. I mean,
No.
it's going to be a slog to get your reputation back. I mean, I think university wide. I mean, this is a black eye. This is making, you know me, I'm a political junkie. This is making the feeds that don't have this type of shit on it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's in People magazine, man. Come
Hey,
on.
just to cover up real quick, guys. Michigan University, the university themselves, not the athletic department, they hired this company.
Yeah.
That's okay. So they're the ones that say we got a private outside.
So
firm
it's
coming in.
somebody
But
from the
there are
Board of
guys.
Regents probably hooked them up. And you're like, hey, we'll throw you this work if you
Yeah,
guys
here's
make sure
here's
and
$8
keep it
million
fair.
worth of hours you can
Exactly.
bill.
Billable hours.
And even if they found something wrong or found
And kick
nothing
it back
wrong,
to the death.
it doesn't mean anything because it's an internal investigation.
They're going to cycle it right back through the board and say, hey, can we talk about this? No. Can we talk about this? No.
Can we bill
No
you
subpoena
4
power.
hours?
It's not.
Okay,
Yeah, it's not
let's do that.
legal.
No.
So typical. It's what we always would expect from Michigan shit.
Yeah.
You know,
Everything is kept behind the blue wall. Again, this shit is, I mean, look at how many dudes have been arrested just from the Harbaugh era of coaching.
11.
I mean, the levels,
9 or 11.
of dudes, pedos, computer crimes, Weiss and his dirtball actions, and now fucking Sharon, Stallion. Forget Stallion. Stallion's is baby shit alongside of what these guys are doing.
And he's sitting in the breeze, just laughing, making jokes. He's actually pretty good on Twitter.
I don't know.
I mean, just because he just mocks the whole thing. Like he got away. He didn't get punished for anything, and it's just he laughs at how stupid everybody was. He's like, yeah, we cheated, and nobody knew it. And
The thing is, it's not even Connor Stallion's fault. Look, there's many maniac Buckeyes that could probably do the same thing, but Ryan Day's not putting them on staff and saying, hey, all right, maniac, go do this for me.
stand behind the coordinator when they got the ball. Yeah. So we're gonna go. You want to get off from yet and go to the coaching search, or
yeah. I was talking about.
We can bang on these scumbags all night if you want. I don't care.
Kalen DeBoer, Kenny Dillingham, They're not options anymore.
I don't know. Hold on. So some people think up here that DeBoer is still on the table and that
Of course they do.
Of course they do, right?
but don't both I actually thought he was. If he lost to Oklahoma, I thought for sure
All right.
at least a coin flip chance.
All right. We got to
Winning,
talk about this.
I agree. I think that probably closed the door. But
We got to talk about this whole thing Friday night. I was watching Twitter very closely.
mhm.
Somebody needs to explain to me how cheering for the guy you want to be coach, cheering against him, hoping he gets blown out by a shitty Oklahoma team so that he will then be fired so you can hire him. That's what was going on Twitter, Michigan Twitter on Friday night.
Things
They're
losers
like,
say.
Yeah, because that was
yeah,
plan A. DeBoer was plan A.
I know. So do I need to explain this? How psychopathic this is? We want this guy to get crushed by a horrible Oklahoma team and Brent Venables so that we can
One
have
game's not
a
going to define
PJ
that for
on the
them.
tarmac ready for him to fly to Ann
Yeah,
Arbor.
but
And
one game's not going to define that for them. They want them. That was their guy. They wanted him 2 years ago.
I don't get it, man. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
That's their
Again,
guy.
why would you want to be a fan of a team with fans like that?
It's
Why
stupid.
why would you still
It's
be a team?
fucking dumb.
What
It's
are you rooting
mind
for? Why
blowing
you,
to me.
yeah.
But I don't. But I don't. But here's the counter argument to it is: do you think? And I guess we'll see in a week or so. Kalen DeBoer loves the situation he's in Bama. He's got a lot of resources. He's
Yeah.
backdoored into the playoffs. But the scrutiny on him following up the greatest coach of all time in college football, I mean, this guy's got no outs. And if he misses the playoff one time in the next 3 years, they're going to be fucking screaming for his head.
They already are.
He's not.
They lost
He's
to
right.
Georgia. I mean,
The problem is, I don't know who the fuck Bama thinks they're going to hire.
right.
Well, especially
From North.
seeing how they treated DeBoer coming in. That dude has never lost.
But
Never
what
won
I've
less than
heard
9 games.
is the management and the board and everybody is on board with Kalen DeBoer. It's the fans that are hard to, kind of like Buckeye fans. You start
Sure.
losing, certain games.
Yeah.
We don't love that shit.
Yeah, they were calling for a lot of the irrational Buckeye fans were calling for Ryan Day's head last year when we were 20-point favorites over Michigan.
They were calling for it 2 years before that.
Well,
I was starting to
Christ,
actually get on
Hey,
board
we all
after he
said
lost that
and
last
the
one.
board
we all
don't
said that,
listen to
right? We all
fucking
said it after
fans.
they lost to Michigan. We all said if they don't bounce back against Tennessee, yeah, he's gonna go.
I think Michigan fans still think they have a shot. So you're telling me there's a chance?
No, I'm telling you, there's not.
Money's not
If
an issue.
no,
Michigan.
no, I never thought that. I know they have more money than God, so money's definitely not the issue. It's who the fuck wants to walk into that shit show? You don't even know if your AD is going to be your AD in a month.
Oh, and they got a temporary
There's no
president.
president.
So both your bosses are.
Yeah, not the same by kickoff next year. So I don't know who the fuck would take that job. I get the prestige of wearing the piss yellow M on your chest. Apparently that's important. And the money clearly is important, being one of the top 5 paid coaches in the country. But you see Kenny Dillingham getting paid, getting a nice big fat extension and a big
Kenny used that Michigan shit for his negotiations.
exactly. They all did, just like Penn State got used and abused.
Well, and that's just it. I mean, Michigan, it's like I would think, in my mind, Michigan, that is a honey hole job. But yeah, with all the shit going on there, of course you can't get any worse. Your last coach was breaking into chicks' apartments and wanting to kill himself. So, I mean, you're going to be whoever they hire is actually going to be an upgrade. Because Moore was like Tucker at Michigan State, just way out of his league. Shouldn't like how'd you get to this spot?
Right.
And not a good guy.
He was gifted the job. Again.
Kenneth
Everybody.
Walker running like crazy that 1 year is what got Tucker paid.
Oh, yeah,
And
Tucker. But at least Tucker had head coaching experience, dude. Not
And
Sharon.
pedigree,
yeah,
from Bama, came under state. Yeah,
And
pedigree.
a big age difference.
Yeah, he wasn't the player's friend. He didn't want to be the buddy.
So yeah. So what else we got here? Jeff, right now I'm on Kalshi. Anybody wants to sign up for Kalshi, get $10 right now. Use my link that's down in the show description. Uh, you can get $10 just signing up. So the permanent head coach of the Cheaters right now, it is Kyle Whittingham at 23%. The former Utah coach that just retired in his early 60s, by the way.
that'd be
Jeff Brown,
that's their best hire. Let me
Stopgap.
explain that after you're
Stopgap.
done. That's their best hire.
if he took the job, you're saying? You're assuming a lot.
I think Michigan is such a fucking train wreck right now that you got a guy that's got a 20-year record out in
Hmm.
Utah conservative that had success there, that I think that you bring in this older guy on a 2 to 3 year deal, you let him clean up and get good foundations back to that program, and then do a proper search for the next head coach. I mean, I don't see him there for 5, 7 years, but I think as a 2, 3 year deal, Kyle Whittingham is the absolute home run hire for them.
Well,
I have the exact
you
same
got
take, Joe.
you got
I
Biff
agree
right there
100%.
in the halls.
What's that?
Why go away from Biff?
You know what, Biff? I've just been reading a little bit about Biff here before the podcast, and yeah, I don't hate him either, other than
Experience, success,
his tits are
Knowledge
too
of
big. He's
football.
got giant tits.
overweight. Yeah.
They
No,
called
but
him
he
Ted
seems like a
Bester.
good guy. To me, that would probably be choice two for me for what I feel Michigan needs to do. Now, if Michigan just wants to try and rip off some wins and find the new hot head coach, I don't know. I think they need to get grounded first and get level, and then build this thing back up.
All right. Let's start here. Let's reverse it. Back up. Thoughts on Ward Manuel and the entire Harbaugh coaching tree? Do they need to eradicate anybody and just cross off the list anybody associated with the Harbaugh tree?
Is there anyone left?
Oh yeah, in the NFL,
Oh,
you got
I,
Minter.
No,
yeah, yeah.
I
I'm
think
saying
the
like, who
fan
is there
base
anybody?
loves Mentor. I think they'd take Mentor back in a
Right,
second.
right. That's my point. But Harbaugh guy, both Harbaugh guys, actually.
They still love Harbaugh. That's the thing. It's weird.
Right.
It's strange.
No shit. It's fucking Michigan, man. Pure Michigan.
But no,
Unpure,
I don't think so. I
actually.
mean, Biff's kind of part of that tree, right? He was there,
Yeah, he was in and out.
but I don't think he was a Harbaugh acolyte either. He like, came in to hey, do his job. He's not a young guy.
Right.
If Biff's the guy, though, I think Biff's. I would give Whittingham a 2 to 3 year deal. Biff's like a 1 year deal, and we're doing
Right.
a coaching search this year. But
Yeah.
but how do you do that and not lose all your fucking recruits?
Yeah, you don't.
I mean, the money.
So
Well, the thing is, Michigan's got the money cannon.
sure. So Biff is 65. He's big in Maryland, where he's from. He was a successful high school coach there for decades, really. Uh, St. Francis Academy as well in Maryland. Um, Came in 2016 as an analyst. Then 2021, 2022 was associate head coach with Harbaugh. And then 2023 to 2024 was at Charlotte, where I think he went. What did
Not
he
good.
even? No, it
Not
was like 6 and
not good,
12.
Bob.
Yeah. Overall in college, he's an 8-16 record. So I think you have to, if you're really gonna, as a Michigan fan, I think you have to hope that they eradicate this entire Harbaugh tree. All the assistants, everybody, right
From
down,
what I
take it
hear,
down
though,
to the
I think
studs.
Biff is a solid dude. And again, I think that they couldn't like bring in a Lane Kiffin or some wild ass. They need to like back it down, tone it down a bit,
Right.
get grounded again, and then get the right guy. Like I said, if Biff stays, that's not a terrible choice for them, I think. I mean, I don't think they'll do much next year regardless. They got a tough schedule, and Underwood looks like shit.
And he might be gone. Jeff, what do you think?
Well, Underwood looks like shit because the coaches aren't good to progress him. Um,
Right.
yeah. As a Buckeye diehard, yeah, keep Puggy in there. Yeah. This is dog walk this dude for another 10 years, like fucking, what we did to the last four coaches before Harbaugh. I I agree 100% with Sean. Whittingham is what they need, PR wise. Steady the ship,
Yeah.
bring back respectability. Put him out there. He'll do the dog and pony show, knowing it's only a couple years. He's gonna get 8-10 million, side off in the sunset, and then they'll find the next Charles Woodson or whatever the fuck. But yeah, for Buckeye fans, yeah, keep Hoagie there. Let's knock him around for a little while, and then we'll get desperate again, start cheating again, and then it'll be a whole other shit show.
The problem is these Michigan boards are panicked. DeBoer was choice A. Plan
Sure.
B was Dillingham.
Right.
Both those guys seem sewn up. I think Plan C was that Frisch, Jed.
Did
Fish.
fish,
Yeah.
Washington, yeah.
I think they're going to circle back to him real quick and throw a
Yep.
bigger dollar at him.
The
And the thing with
Fish,
DeBoer, real
Frisch.
quick, Joe, DeBoer, if he leaves Alabama for the reasons we would think he would want to leave, how he's treated and whatever else, he's going to go to
Mhm.
Michigan. Like, if you're going to go to Bama, you're going to go somewhere where like, oh fuck, I don't have to deal with that anymore. No,
Yeah.
you have more problems here. Why would you go from, you go from one set of problems to a worse set of problems?
Well, the
I,
worst.
Just,
I think
I mean,
Alabama's fans are more demanding of that team's output than Michigan. I mean, Michigan's been.
yeah, of course.
I mean,
But
of course,
Bama's
they're
respected.
delusional. They think 2023 is like, no, that's who we are every year. Like, nah,
I mean,
you guys are mid.
the PR. If you're not a coach that is equipped to be a part of the PR as far as and the coaching and the recruiting and the NIL everything, because that's going to be a big part of it. You got to know how to shake hands, kiss babies, make everybody in the room feel okay. Oh, this coach, he's got it under control. Michigan's not going to. We got rid of all the problems. If not every coach. Some people are just football guys. They're
I mean,
not all
who's really
playing that
hiring
game.
these coaches now? Is it Ellison meeting with the people like and
No.
saying, hey, if you come here, coaches. I
It's
think
agents.
Lane left because it's like, well, how much resources and money you gonna have behind me so I can go put together the type of team I need?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm from what I've heard. Um, Prior to Sharon's firing, some Michigan boosters were starting to pull their checkbooks back,
Except
and not
except Ellison, who's one of the richest men in the world, and
no,
Portnoy is one of the biggest dicks in the world.
including him. So
Hmm.
that's why I wonder how quickly Bryce Underwood is going to hit the portal. That's going to be one to watch. I bet you he hits the portal, especially
Like the lane.
so January 2nd. It opens up for what 15 days, and they do get an extra. What is it? 5 days after a new coach is assigned
I thought it
or
was
hired.
15 after. I thought it was 15 after a new coach is hired.
Okay, so they theoretically
10.
could do a month.
Yeah, and if you don't have your coach hired, it can be two separate chances for people to get poached, leave,
Yeah.
whatever. Uh, that's why they should have had somebody in place by now, or make the announcement to steady the ship. If it's Poggi, then just hype up Poggi and hope that works. But they're gonna get fucking raided, and it's funny because they deserve it. Rated worse than Bama. They don't have the talent Bama had that got rated.
Well, I'm not privy to those contracts, but I think everyone's under the impression that Bryce got like 12 million to play at Michigan.
For over
Um,
4 years, 3 or 4 years. Yeah.
yeah, what is it, 3 or 4 years? But does he stay there now? Because To me, from what I've seen and how he transitioned, yes, he looks like an absolute physical freak with a cannon for an arm. Unfortunately, he throws it like a cannon every single time he throws the ball,
One
and
speed.
he's not worth 12 million now.
No. Well,
Yep.
shocker, they couldn't develop him
Well,
because
that's the weird thing is that their OC was their OC not the quarterback coach. He just bailed and took the Missouri OC job.
right.
Get a raise. Yeah. Less
Yeah.
pressure. No, we got away
No
from the stink.
investigations.
Yeah.
That's
Fuck
one
you.
of
I'm out.
the conspiracies that they think that DeBoer or someone might already be hired is that this guy knew if it was Poggi, he would probably think he still has a job. But if a guy's already hired and it's DeBoer or someone else, he knows he's screwed and gonna be out. But hey, I mean, I'll take the job that's offered to me over the one I don't know if I'm gonna have in 2 months.
Well,
Exactly.
or he's maybe
Exactly.
just a decent human. And he's like, I don't belong here with these fucking idiots.
Right.
Yeah, one of the two.
I'm not going down with the ship. Why
Right.
would I?
Don't rope me into these fucking assholes. I'm out.
Right. I was
I
here
just
1 year.
wonder who Bryce was like tied to at that university because your head coach is gone and now your OC's gone.
Who wrote that
Well,
shit?
that we got to admit that fucking OC sucked.
They
Blame
like
whoever
him.
you want.
They hate the DC Wink. They hate Wink, who was actually decent, and
Yeah.
they love the OC.
It doesn't make any sense. I don't know.
And
And
I
well,
remember when we
these are
played
Michigan
Missouri,
these
and
are
Fans
we
are
Michigan
are.
fucking
fans.
stupid.
These
Remember
are the
Keno looked
lowest
like.
football IQ people you've ever been around.
Right.
And we're better than you, and you suck. You guys
That's
cheat, and we don't.
right. Eat it.
I loved Rome's
Uh,
takes, and Rome is so right on. And I'm glad that the rest of the country is waking up to that charade.
it's unfortunate that it takes like dudes getting arrested and fired and in a blaze of glory to alert the rest of the country how fucked up things are there.
Mazzie Smith, gun charges, and letting them play in games, and on and on and on with those guys.
BC2, LLC.
Yeah, whatever happened to that?
No, nothing. Nothing. Don't look. Nothing to see here. All right. So,
But back to what you said, though, the blue wall, and you'll hear Valenti talk. It's real.
oh yeah,
It is real,
yeah,
and it's disgusting.
yeah. All right. So we'll see what happens. This coaching carousel is spinning wildly.
Oh, hold on. Let me just before we wrap it up. My favorite pick, who I hope they get, please. If there's, well, I got two that I'd really like, but get PJ Fleck. Get PJ Fleck. Throw
Oh,
that guy some money.
can he row the boat from
Oh my,
Minneapolis to Ann Arbor?
I think he could. He's
Yeah,
elite. He eats elite
I
and he
know.
is elite.
He
He's gonna.
craps elite. I know it.
He does crap elite. PJ Fleck would be my number one, and then Kelly would be number two. But I don't think they like him in Michigan, and he's got too much bad things that he's done. That they need a little culture shift from bad shit right now.
Yeah, maybe. All right. Timing does suck for them, not for us. Sucks for trying to hire a coach right now. But figure it out. That's why you get paid the big bucks. All right. Let's see. What do you guys want to start with
I think
next? Do
they
you
end
want to?
up with Braum. Maybe they're gonna throw Braum a big.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they have the money to throw around. That's never a question. It's just who wants to walk into that fucking fire. You know, I don't know.
Right.
I don't think any of these top candidates right now, and I got the list right here. Whittingham, Pogge. Pogge is constantly moving up the list. Then Brom, DeBoer still at 8%. That's just wishing. Jetfish. There's a bunch of names that I would not even consider.
Why isn't Jed Fish higher? I feel like that was one of their top three, like the
He
third of the top
was.
three.
He
But
was. And then he fell off for whatever reason. I don't know if he got a contract extension or what. But I Jetfish would be there like home run higher at this point, honestly. But anyway, all right. So let's get into some of the CFP games we watched this weekend. We won't spend too much time on it. We do have some comments in the chat we will get to. I see Stephen Cherry in there. I see Badass Buckeye. I see Arvin JA21. We appreciate you reposting the stream. So let's talk about the games from Saturday. Well, Friday we had Bama, Oklahoma. What do you guys think? What'd you think when Bama was down 17-0 in the first quarter? It's over, Jeff.
Yes, I thought it was good, just like the last game I saw Oklahoma. Oklahoma's defense was rattled Simpson, shut down Ryan Williams, and Bama can't run the ball against anybody. That's not a power, not a Division II school. I thought, I watched the last game and it looked the same. Then I remembered, oh yeah, Oklahoma doesn't exactly have a great team either, and the comeback. I missed the whole third quarter. I was driving, running errands, bouncing back and forth, and then I saw 17-0 and then 17-17. I said, oh shit, DeBoer's gonna stay. He's staying at Bama. He's not going to Michigan.
Yeah,
That's where my conspiracy head was at. I'm like, this guy, he's not focused. He's trying to work on his Michigan roster. He's fucking getting blown out here. Because I knew Oklahoma was bums. Oklahoma, not good. And I figured as much, and finally DeBoer pulled his head out of his ass.
A lot of people were Oklahoma's schedule was bananas this year. It's kind of like Georgia's last year, and a lot of predictions were 7-5 for Oklahoma, 8-4 on a best day.
Well, who'd Oklahoma be?
Then Mateer comes as a September, where he's a Heisman, trophy winner,
Because
and then he breaks his hand, and then went total shit.
right.
They fell off the planet, like how everybody thought they actually would be. They were a big surprise, and then they got back to where they thought they'd be.
They beat Alabama earlier in the season strictly on defense and turnovers.
Yes, yeah. They beat the shit out. Yeah,
That's it.
Yep.
And they beat Notre Dame like 41-40 or something like that.
No.
Who?
A&M did. A&M, not Oklahoma.
Oh yeah, A&M. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So I thought Oklahoma was a fraud, especially when Mateer came back that first week after his injury. He looked like shit. Probably came back too soon. Was that Texas? The Red River?
Red River.
Yeah. So, and ever since then, mediocre. And then he throws a pick six to Xavier Brown. Should have been a Buckeye, by the way. Not surprised one bit. And Venables, not surprised. Skeletor will continue to be Skeletor. And I was not shocked. I jumped all over the live betting for Bama. They were getting plus 9.5 in the first quarter, man. I'm like, fucking give me all of that. Got up to like plus 13.5 at one point. I'm like, yes, because I knew they were not done. Ty Simpson, say what you want about him, and Ryan Williams, kind of shutting it down this year or whatever happened, who knows. But Ty Simpson's a good quarterback. He can throw it. Yes, Bama didn't even have to run the ball, even though they couldn't. And I was like, Oklahoma's defense is cooked. They're done. They're going to get – Bama won by 10. Come on, man. I felt really good about that. Maybe I'm psycho.
But it was a defensive game. It was 260 to 362 yards. Like, not great. Kind of like the other decent game.
All right, let's talk.
But no, I think the best team won. I'm glad Bama won, and all the Michigan fans cried because they did. You're right, Joe. They wanted that loss.
Yeah.
And because the fan base would have just crucified DeBoer, and they thought that was their end.
Right. Which, again, somebody has to explain how that makes sense.
Loser mentality.
I can't even sign up for that. All right, let's go Ole Miss, Tulane, and Oregon James Madison, kind of the same games.
I can recap the Tulane Ole Miss game.
Okay.
Ole Miss was who we thought they were. Tulane was who we thought they were.
Yeah.
Move on.
They almost nailed the same score as the first time they met.
Yeah, I'm sure they were.
52-10, I
with
think.
the coaching
was the
staff
first
in flux, half of them are there, half of them aren't. The players, I salute to the players though for not not shitting on us and shutting it down and letting Tulane actually like hang around in the fight.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, there's some culture or something there. Some of the coaches were still able to get through to the players and show that they were that much better. Nothing we didn't expect, right? Ole Miss did what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
The beautiful part of this, Joe, is I think, well, I know you get pissed off at the Tulane's and James Madison's even in these conversations where I'm pretty sure that Ole Miss Notre Dame would have probably been a little bit better game.
Sure.
And I think maybe maybe we don't give these guys auto bids no matter what. The thing is, the sad part about it is like once every 10 years, there's a UCF where you guys had like a
Not
decade
anymore.
ago
Not anymore.
that could, yeah, you're probably right
No.
anymore with the NIL. But
Yep.
there used to be like a team
Portal.
that maybe could compete.
Boise.
I don't even think they could. I
No.
mean, maybe for one game, but they're not going to run through 3 teams. I mean, it didn't.
No.
The portal has diluted and ruined those wish we could teams. Cincinnati's, UCF's from 2017.
I don't know because I look at, but it brought up others, Indiana's and Vanderbilt's and Texas Tech's.
Sure, but I'm talking group of 5, the G5 teams.
I agree, and yeah, so I'm all for actually. Unless you're just like an absolute world beater and you deserve to be in there, no auto bids for that shit. Those games were unwatchable. I watched both of them, and I mean, tried to. I mean, just not clearly different talent levels.
I went to bed at halftime of the Oregon game.
I stopped watching at halftime, Joe. We got turned over at the house, but
yeah, my kid's home from college. I let him play some PS5. I'm like, I'm done with this.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. James Madison came back late in the game, but against second and third stringers for Oregon. Come on, there were freshmen out there on the field for on Oregon's defense.
And by came back, you mean kept it within 3 scores?
Yeah, exactly. And they backdoor covered my fucking ass, dickheads.
Didn't the first half of that game look just like the Ohio State Oregon game last year? Like we exploded on them, and they were like, "Oh God!" Like there's just like
big play after big play. Yeah.
Oregon did it to James Madison. We did it to Oregon.
Yeah. Well.
And I bet if Notre Dame would have made the playoffs, I bet they would have been one of the 5 favorites.
That would have been a ball game. Oregon and Notre Dame, give me that. Or even BYU, they would have probably gotten in over JMU.
They definitely would have put up a better fight.
Yeah. Give me some Vandy in there against Oregon. Something.
Oh, fuck their quarterback.
Fuck
no way.
That guy. That guy's a fucking punk. SA.
Yeah, that dude's on the street or in prison in 8 years.
Yeah. Do you see how short he is? He's shorter than Johnny Manziel.
Is he shorter than Carolina's quarterback?
He's 5'9".
Bryce Young?
He's 5'9" with lifts in his shoes.
If Sayan is a solid 6'2", he's 5'9".
Is Sayan 6'2"? I'll bet you
even if he's 6'1",
Sayan doesn't touch 6'2".
Well, they say Mendoza's listed 6'5", right?
What?
Damn.
Mendoza.
Yes.
I'm looking at all of them standing together.
Yeah.
Mendoza does not. We didn't have 6 inches on Sam.
No, he didn't. No, Sayan's probably 6'1.5", 6'2" tops. But Pavia, get the fuck out of here with that little punk. Anyway, Ole Miss rolls easily. Oregon rolls over James Madison. I guess so. That sets up the Buckeyes. and Miami. We didn't talk about that yet. We can. Um, thoughts on quickly on Miami
Yeah, we
and
didn't talk
Texas
about the
A&M.
Miami Texas A&M.
Right. Thoughts on that? Kind of a defensive struggle, I guess you
I
could
watched that
say,
whole
or
game.
or
That
just
was
poor
not an
offenses.
easy watch, especially that first half.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, me and Joe were at the family brunch, and we kept kind of looking over the shoulder, eyeing the
I
game.
wish A&M would have won.
I picked them actually.
I wish A&M is bumps, and their young quarterback, too many young mistakes. Miami scares me a
Right.
little bit. They've got Carson Beck that's played a lot of football. They got a couple guys on the D line that are playmakers, and that Malachi Tony is a mother, man.
Oh yeah, he's a tough motherfucker. Not
Where A&M seem to have nothing going on, and that young quarterback, he makes bad decisions and hangs on to it, and I think we would have rolled him. Maybe we will back too. So we'll get into that next
for
week.
sure.
But I I I wish we were playing A&M.
Yeah, I don't care. They're very similar teams, and kind of played out that way. So that sets up the Rose Bowl is Indiana versus number 9 Alabama. That's
Now
a
these
ball
are
game
good.
right
Now
there.
these are good games, man.
Yeah, yeah,
This is what I'm talking about.
right. Cotton Bowl. So that's a Rose Bowl. That'll be New Year's Day at like what 3:30, 4 o'clock, something like that, our time. Rose Bowl, and then the Cotton Bowl. That's the Buckeyes in Miami, but that's New Year's Eve, so it's going to be
Oh,
nighttime, like 7:30 ish, out of Texas in Dallas. Um, so the Buckeyes will have a huge home field advantage there. That's probably going to be a 75-25 split between Buckeye and Canes fans.
you think so?
Yeah, yeah. Texas, man. It's a huge, I mean, every state has a huge Buckeye contingent, and definitely Texas. Um, Sugar Bowl, that is number 3 Georgia, number 6 Ole Miss. So another SEC on SEC crime.
Ole Miss was up on them like 3 scores, and Georgia came back and won that game. That could be.
Yeah,
We'll
that's
see
a
if
good
Ole
one.
Miss is inspired with no Kiffin to.
I like their coach. What's his name? Pete Golding, the DC, taking over for Laney. I
I think
like
he's about to get
I like.
worked.
Oh yeah, he's going to lose. I haven't even checked the spread of that one yet, but um, I like that he stayed when all the other assistants left. Charlie Weiss Jr., Jr. Doesn't look like a junior. I was just going to check the spreads of those games.
Six and a
Oh, and
half. Uh,
that is
Georgia
okay. I
getting
got
six and a
7. Oh,
half.
I got it up to 7 right now. Bama, Indiana. I got Indiana by 7. Wow, Bama a dog in the CFP. Say it ain't so. And then the Orange Bowl, Texas Tech, the upstart out of nowhere, number 4 versus number 5 Oregon. This is an interesting one, and that is at Oregon by 2. Oregon by 2.
See, all
I
yours are a
think.
half point different than what I got.
Oh, this is Bet Online.
This is just the ESPN site, whatever,
Oh, yeah, they're always a little different.
whoever they
So,
use.
yeah, nobody really has a home field advantage, really. I mean, the Buckeyes do in Texas, but we have,
I feel Lanning needs to win that game. Like if Dan Lanning loses another big game like this, does he
yeah,
start getting some shit?
seems like it. What do you think, Jeff?
No, not yet.
No?
No, but because he's the hottest coach in the market. In Oregon, they're good with him. They're they're fine. 2 more years. It's gonna need 2 more years of like total bomb out flake jobs and
But just
getting steamrolled. I think.
not, what about not getting to the semifinals?
No, I don't. I mean, I don't know what's the passion. What is the? I don't know what the fever is up in Portland and with those fucking weirdos.
Well, I
I
know what
don't
the
know.
fever is. The fever comes in an injectable.
Right. I mean, that's probably. I don't. I mean, I don't know how big that fan base. I don't. Is there big money donors outside of Phil Knight, or are the big people putting pressure on the program? We're so far removed from them, the furthest up you possibly can be in the country. I don't know what they're. I don't know how. I've never heard of anybody getting heat up there. You know what I mean? I don't. I don't know. I we would have. There's no. We have no. I mean, Chip Kelly. Everybody else. Bellotti. Nobody ever went through any. Periods where they were, can't win the big game. There's pressure. The national media knew about Ryan Day. They knew about Harbaugh when he couldn't beat, Urban Meyer. Nobody knows about what, or I don't know. I don't know what Oregon cares.
I think they were happy to just be in the playoff conversation back, during the Mariota days,
Yeah,
and
we got
even
cool
going
uniforms and we're
But
reporters and
but
right.
we're
but
hippies.
now
And,
but now they're in it all the time and they never go anywhere with it.
Exactly. That's my point. Like how, I mean, when do they get tired of just making it into the playoffs? The expectations are going to level up every year,
do they get
right?
tired of it? We don't know.
I don't know.
I mean,
Maybe everybody's too high out there. I don't know.
I don't know. I think you do. I mean, I'm with you, Joe. I think
being
the
high has nothing
first
to do with
time
it.
it's kind of like Michigan State. First, when D'Antonio, they're getting them to these seasons and winning
Yeah.
a Big Ten. It's like,
10
oh my gosh,
wins.
this
Yeah.
is crazy, and 10
Right.
wins, and that's
Right.
amazing. They would die for that. But do that for a decade, and don't win anything, and it's like, okay, you're
Fans are
Penn
fickle.
State. You're Penn State.
Fans are
Right.
fickle, but some fans remember, like, we've been a fucking doormat ever since I was a child. Hey, what do you mean we're gonna get rid of the best coach we've ever had?
Mhm.
But I don't know, who's got the money that puts pressure? Because that's who it is. Who's writing checks? Who's the that's
Oh, we
that's
know
how
who that is.
right. And I don't think he's. I think he's probably happy. They're probably making sure he's happy. And
But
Phil
he
Knight, Phil
wants
Knight
a,
makes it. He moves the bus. So in
yeah.
the SEC, you got donors that come in and they want to write the coach's contract.
Hmm.
I don't know if they don't have that. That's not nearly the same out there.
Phil Knight wants a title before he dies, though. He's in his
Yes, he
80s.
does.
He's trying to buy them. He's trying to buy a lot of
So
them.
they're throwing so much money in NIL. I mean, look at all the dudes they've stolen from us alone.
Hmm.
Kids from
But
Ohio.
then he needs to throw $20 million at Urban Meyer.
But he thinks he has the guy. He thinks he has the new
I
Urban
like
Meyer.
I like Lanning, by the way. I'm just being, devil's advocate. I think Lanning is going to be a good coach for
I don't
a
know.
considerable amount of time.
He's awkwardly intense.
He does appear to do coke occasionally, but you know he's not the
And
only
if you,
one.
and if you do coke,
Don't
if you
try
do
and
coke
make me
occasionally,
like
don't
him
be on national TV.
anymore.
Yeah, if you do coke, you probably shouldn't go on TV and do an interview immediately
No,
after,
hell no.
right? So
You sit in your
you guys
apartment and
know
you
that.
look out the peephole.
There you
I was just
go.
wondering that last night though, watching the Lions game, and Dan Campbell's always messing with his nose and always
Oh,
making stupid
does
fucking
he?
decisions. So I was like, is this guy all fucking jacked out?
With a big lipper in the whole time too.
So say goodnight to the bad guy.
No, I don't know. I don't
Um,
know. I don't know about how many coke users we have listening, but try having a dip in and doing coke. I don't know a man that can do it except Dan Campbell.
yeah.
Just saying. I heard. That's what I've heard.
Okay. Information you did not think you were going to get tonight. I'm sure. Anyway, uh, what do you guys think? So quickly, we'll just go a couple more minutes and go through these comments. But so Ryan Day said today that he is taking back the controls from Brian Hartline for the playoff run.
What took so long? He's trying to run two programs. What
Yeah.
are we doing? He's flying
So
back and forth from Tampa to Columbus
I'm
during
just
a week.
wondering what's
What the
I'm
fuck?
just wondering what's taking so long to say, hey, we're bringing Chip Kelly in as an analyst, or don't they need to announce that? Because that's what should happen. And
I don't
I'm
think that's going to
100%
happen.
with Ryan Day taking this off because I don't know where Hartline's head is at with this, and he's new with it to begin with. So 100% with Ryan Day, but I hope he has some help.
Well, we don't. I mean, Chip Kelly just got fired mid-season. With an NFL job. He might have. Ryan might have said, "Hey, what are you doing?" He's like, I'm not. Hold on, man. I'm taking a break. Fuck this. I
Yeah,
know, Ryan. I know you
I'm
need
not in a
me.
spot to help you. You got to be,
Could be. I mean, and which would everybody should understand.
and you can't
Um,
half-ass that. You got to be in. You know,
yeah. Plus, you
like
you
Right.
find out you're in Vegas. Maybe the family just got moved out to Vegas. Now say, oh, hey, we're going back to Columbus for 2 months.
and I'm going to
I
work
don't know.
20 hours a day for the next month and a half.
They're gonna have me fucking recruiting too,
So
or whatever.
I say no to Chip Kelly. I don't think he's an option. Not, I would take him. It's not
I
that
would
I
think
don't
just
like
as an
him. I,
analyst,
I
He's been asked.
no.
I'm sure he's been asked. I'm
He's
sure.
looking for OC jobs. He just interviewed
Yeah.
with Georgia Tech.
oh, did he?
Yeah. So
Wow.
he's not an option. But regardless, I think what's going to happen is Keenan Bailey's going to take over the receiver room. You
Hmm.
still have Devin Jordan as long as he doesn't go down to USF.
Mm.
And he's been handling the receivers all season while Hartline's up in the booth anyway. So Devin Jordan has helped with the recruiting of all these guys, but Keenan Bailey's from South Florida, even though he's white. He's helped recruit all these guys from South Florida for years and years, even going
West
back to when
Side,
he was a GA. What's that?
West
He's
Side of South Florida.
West Side South Florida. And Keenan Bailey was offered. Heartland tried to take him right for the OC job,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he refused it.
But
So far, so
I would say there's a little nugget in Ryan Day's press conference today where he said everybody's going to be involved in the play calling for the offense. Keenan Bailey's doing a great job. He singled out Keenan Bailey, and that is a re-recruiting of your coaching staff kind of moment, in my opinion. Maybe it's nothing, just my opinion, but kind of pointing to Keenan Bailey and saying he's going to take over the receiver room. But I do think they're going to go get an OC outside of the program. They're not hiring from within.
yeah, uh, maybe probably a guy with NFL experience as well.
Yeah. There's lots of dudes out there. That Brian Dayball keeps coming up.
He did a great job with Josh
But
Allen.
they do want a 2-year commitment out of these OCs and DCs. So
But I mean, OC at Ohio State's going to pay 3 million minimum. Yeah,
right.
I mean,
Chip only made 6 at the Raiders. That was like unheard of money. That's like crazy over the top kind of money, you know. So yeah, you're right. 3 to 4 range, it'll get you a top dollar OC that has NFL experience and everything. Like Bill O'Brien, remember?
Yep.
He came in for a cup of coffee. Same. That's what they want. A guy, preferably with some head coaching experience at some level, and then, somebody that can take the reins. And Ryan Day doesn't have to, I mean, we heard the rumors all season, guys, that Ryan Day was calling the plays in the big games at the big moments. Both.
Yeah, your head coach has to be able to let the offensive coordinator, like, I don't, okay, offensive coordinator's doing his job, DC's doing his job. I can do the overall job.
Right. That's my concern in the playoffs with Ryan Day trying to manage the offense only. Is he going to miss some game management type moments, right? Like, when do we need to take a timeout or whatever it might be, game management wise? That's the reason he handed over the reins to an
Yep.
OC years ago.
And Joe, I would say I think Ryan's real good at learning from his failures or learning from experiences. I'm guessing they're putting in those type of I don't know the word, but those type of situational there's guys on staff that are doing this. I would bring Hartline back down to the sidelines
Yeah.
and put Billy Tessler up in the booth, or who needs to be in Ryan Day's ear. And then he's going to have a guy from the defensive side that's going to be strictly reporting to him. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure he's putting stuff in place to be able to do game management and call plays.
Yeah, you have to have reliable
I don't want to
eyes
bring
up in the
Heartline down
booth.
though. Let's keep the sideline the way the sideline's been.
Yeah.
There's some
Yeah, I don't
comfort
think it
in
matters
that.
much.
And I think Heartline is going to try and do an amazing job for us. But again, will he be distracted and stuff that he can't even control because he's got just other
Naturally.
shit on his mind?
Naturally. He's recruiting. He's hiring coaching staff. Oh yeah, and the best team in the country's offensive coordinator. We're playing in the playoffs, dude. Any mortal would say, yeah, it's probably a handful. Maybe you're not getting all of it 100%.
Right.
I mean, it should be expected he's not. So put
Yeah,
stuff in
and
place to
this
to
is
back
not
to cover it up.
this is not the old days of Tom Herman 10 years ago taking the job at Houston while the Buckeyes are in the playoff run. This is a new ball game entirely. The calendar is so different, it's so jacked up. You got to hit the portal now. You got to recruit now. You got to put together a staff now
There's a
for
portal.
next year.
There was not a portal 10 years ago.
Right. So
What the
the
fuck's a
game is
portal?
so different.
Yeah.
But being a young guy and an up and comer, Heartline also has to, kiss the ring and bow down and not step on too many toes and not fuck shit up too much.
Well, it also helps him if the Buckeyes make a deep run and maybe even win a championship. It helps him
Oh,
going
absolutely.
forward to his next job. So it's a, scratch
Which
my back,
he's
scratch your
hoping
back.
that's a 2 to 3 year stint, and then he's on to something else.
Right.
Minnesota when PJ Fleck takes Michigan's job.
Oh, well, that's too soon. Too
Make
soon.
it
That's going to be
happen.
soon.
Make it happen.
Butterfly effect.
Yeah. All right, let's run through these comments and get out the door. Badass Buckeye, what's up, Bab? He says, if Mel Tucker and Sharon Moore ever ran for governor, their slogan would be "Make Michigan Hard Again."
Well, from what I heard about our governor, she might just like that action.
All right.
Oh, I see. Now you got me. Now I'm listening. Give me the tea
Stretching
on that when
Gretchen.
we get off.
Did you
When we
get
get off
Jeff
air.
her number?
Stretching Gretchen. I don't know. That's what I heard.
Stretching Gretchen. I love it. Not
Your
because she's a
governor has
gymnast.
your governor's a whore.
Stephen Cherry, Joe, Jeff, Sean, go Buckeyes. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you
Let's go.
and everybody else.
Merry
Stephen.
Christmas.
Stephen reposted the stream on Twitter. We appreciate that. We do have some good viewership on Twitter right now. Enjoying it. Actually, it's crushing YouTube and Rumble. Steven says, I hope we have a chance to run it up on the U. Their fans and alumni are talking a lot of shit. What's new? I will say to that. Ohio State 38-10 over Miami.
Oh,
Stephen Cherry always coming in hot with a good prediction. Love it.
I'm not saying 28-point spread. They have a good they have a good offensive line, good defensive line that can keep you in a ball game. Damn, 38-10. Oh, wow. I would love it. I would love it because Michigan or Miami fans are like Michigan fans, and they will. Whatever you say, this shit that they've done wrong, they say we might have, but look what you guys did with like a Captain America deflector shield. But Miami is legit on the both lines of scrimmage. So if our offensive line looks like they did against Indiana, trouble because they off momentum, turnovers, that type of shit. They got legit studs. They paid a lot of money for them.
We appreciate Arvin JA21 for reposting the stream. Thank you very much. Badass Buckeye says
guys.
Oklahoma.
That guy's played too many big games.
What? Who?
Sean, we heard half of that because Joe was talking.
Oh, Carson Beck is worrisome to me. That guy's played in a lot of big football games at big programs, and he hasn't looked that great, but he was a Heisman front runner coming in, and it's not going to be too big for him. He's not going to be shit in the bed playing us.
Okay.
Oh no, we shouldn't expect that. We should be able to run. We should expect to run the ball, keep them from running the ball, lock up Malachi Tony, and provide a pass rush.
If we can limit their big plays, they're in big trouble.
Badass Buckeye says Oklahoma is big super chokers, worse than choking the chicken. Wow, that's aggressive, Bab.
They weren't a good team. They overperformed.
Are we surprised? I mean, this goes back to the Stoops days, right? Big game Bob.
Mm-hmm.
This is nothing new, in my opinion, and they just.
Oh, I think Stoops' teams were better than this team. I think this team.
Maybe.
Yes. Yes.
Not the rest.
They
And
were.
even
Oh, here
what's
we
his,
I
go.
think
and
I
even
want to
what's
see what
his
the.
name's
I got to
teams were
check what the
better
win
than
total
this.
Vegas gave them to start the year. I guarantee you, it was 7.5 was the line. They were not
What?
predicted to be very good because their schedule was murder. They overperformed. Played out of
Okay.
their shoes. Materials came out of.
Okay.
I mean, they knew he
2
was going to be
losses.
good, but
Right.
in
Yep.
September he
2
looked like the
losses on
second
this
coming.
one. Hey,
I didn't
man.
think they really played anybody. What'd they have?
What do you mean?
They played Alabama and Michigan, who's bums.
There's another SEC schedule.
Texas. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
LSU
they had Bama, Michigan, Auburn, Texas, Ole Miss, which they lost, Tennessee.
playoff team.
So
I,
yeah,
I mean,
Bama again, LSU.
honestly, I guarantee you, their win total was not predicted over 8.
No, I'm sure it was 7.5.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. So
Uh,
I don't think they choked. I mean, they almost they were set up 17-0 on a team that they had already beaten twice in a row.
yeah.
I just knew they beat Michigan and thought they were good, and I knew they were going to lose that Red River rivalry to a shitty Texas team.
Yeah.
I thought if Materials was healthy, they were playing way better than Texas was at the time, but he wasn't healthy and he couldn't do shit with the hand, and that's what got Texas kind of woken up. Oh,
Stephen
and
Cherry has some more picks for us. Mark these
yeah,
down. Indiana 31-20 over Bama. Oregon 40-27 over Texas Tech. And
hmm.
Georgia 27-14 over Ole Miss. I can almost get on board with most of these.
Except Oregon,
I,
Texas Tech.
I want to get on board, and I want you to be exactly right. And I'm so Indiana. I really want Indiana to beat Alabama.
It's very possible. At least Indiana is a more complete team all around.
They showed that. Yeah,
Yeah.
They play like it, but they don't have all those dudes Bama has up and down those lines. And
Mm,
and those
they
dudes don't
got
show up
some
half the time.
dudes. They got some
Yeah,
dudes,
they got
man.
NFL talent, yes, but
Bama can't run the ball. So they're not a complete
hell,
team in my book.
um, Sean, are you wanting Indiana? Are you rooting for them to get the rematch? Is that what you want? You want to see Indiana and us meet in the final? Is that? I mean,
That's how
is
the
I
that
bracket
why?
hadn't even
sets
Is that
really
up.
your
thought
angle?
about it. I was just, I actually got a soft spot. I don't hate Indiana, even though they beat us. I'm kind of like soft rooting for them. Again, not over us, but I'd love to see us Indiana in the Natty. I think it'll
I,
be Georgia and us, or do
I
we
want to
play
be.
them
Yeah,
before that?
I want to be Georgia in the national title. We
But the
avenge our
bracket
loss to
sets
Georgia.
up the bracket sets up as we would play Georgia first
Yes,
and then face Indiana in the final.
You know what?
oh,
Again,
two
I
birds,
want
one
Ohio
stone.
State to have the toughest, and I feel like we do have one of the toughest roads to go, like we did last year. And
Mhm.
you know what?
Yeah,
Put it all to rest.
Well, with the bye week, you're kind of already starting with a tough game in your first one. So,
yeah.
Well,
Stephen
we
Cherry
were starting with a
says,
tough one last year. I mean, Tennessee was rolling kind of at that
yeah,
point.
yeah,
I mean,
kind of.
they were pretty confident they were going to come up and kick our ass.
A lot of
But
picks
a
went
home
their way.
game,
Not
give me
favorable,
a
but
home game every time, dude. Stephen Cherry says Big Ten about to have 3 straight natties back to back for our Buckeyes. Greg Sankey going to be in shambles. Love it.
Who's Sankey?
SEC commissioner.
Oh,
You don't know?
nah, I don't know.
The god of college football is how most people south of Mason Dixon would say.
Yeah, we're not worried. But
It
I
means more
agree.
down there.
I think it's setting up nicely for the Big Ten. Not so well for the SEC.
I mean, like I said, Georgia looks for real to me. I feel like us, Indiana, Georgia, are
Yeah.
Yeah,
are the teams right now.
Oregon can Oregon can get there. Now, it's
That's
Can
how
Oregon
the
beat 3 more teams in a row with Dante Moore? And he looked good the other day. I'm not sold on Dante.
Texas Tech's defense is legit,
Right.
like real legit. They had I think probably the best portal class in college football, and they got linebackers, edge rusher. Now, if their quarterback is 60%, they have a chance. But he plays
But they
40%.
still give up more than a touchdown a game more than us.
Well, right now, going back to the odds to win the championship, 3 of the top 4 are Big Ten teams. Ohio State plus 195, Indiana plus 335,
That's a good
Georgia
bet.
plus 450, Oregon plus 750. So you see quite a leap there.
Wow.
And then,
Wow.
Texas Tech is also plus 750, but then it falls off. It like doubles up. Miami is plus 1,400. Bama plus 1,800. Ole Miss plus 2,000.
I
So you
like
see where
Bama over
it's stacking
Miami,
up.
really.
I think they have it all in the right order. I think as far as the odds,
Yeah.
they're ordered right.
Yeah. I would have Bama and, like you said, Sean, Miami and Bama closer to each other.
I don't know. I'm
But
shell shocked with Bama and what they've done in my adult life, where I'm not discounting Bama ever.
well, we're not used to the post Nick Saban era yet.
Yeah,
Maybe.
True.
because there's not Saban's not there and Saban's running game is not there.
Yeah,
If
they
you're at
can't run the ball.
3.9 yards,
Yeah.
I mean, Bama put 12 running backs in like 8 years. They put 12 running backs in the league,
Right.
and like 6 national titles.
They're one of the only schools that would still get Heisman trophies for running backs.
Well, they had Derrick Henry when we beat them in 2014, and they didn't give it to him.
They should have played him more, honestly.
Thank God,
But
because when he did run, he was
Yeah, he would have killed
gashing
us. He would have fucking killed us. Instead, they put it in the hands of what's his name, the
TJ
quarterback.
Yeldon, who played 5-6 years in the NFL.
No, but the quarterback, they
Oh.
put it in his hands.
Oh,
Blake.
oh,
Blake.
no. It was the black dude.
Yeah.
Oh, that narrows it down.
No, he wasn't named Blake. Was he?
Yeah.
Damn. It would not
On
have
his
had
on his mom's side.
Blake Sims.
Blake Sims. Really, Blake Sims.
Yeah.
It blows my mind. I don't remember that his name was Blake. Blake Balake.
Isn't that where Henry though had a couple rushes and just like gashed us, and then
Yes.
they didn't use him anymore?
Had
Yeah.
the touchdown. TJ Yeldon was a senior.
Yeah.
I mean,
So him and Zeke are the same age.
Zeke came out a year early.
yeah, Henry's a great like a year younger.
Mildly different pro careers.
Yeah,
Hmm.
well,
I don't know.
mildly different body shapes.
All right. Well, I got nothing else, guys.
So body shapes.
Next-
Okay.
We will be back next Monday to get you the full preview for Wednesday's game against Miami. Again, it's a night game, 7:30, I believe, Eastern time, in Dallas. So Buckeye fans, get out there. I see tickets are very cheap right now. So
I was looking the
What?
other day. I'm like, should I just do this but my
Get
my
in the
kids
door
already
price.
got
What is it?
plans. I had decent flights and like you said, Joe, I get decent seats.
yeah,
What
but
do
then
we
a
know?
lot of
What's the
Buckeye
numbers?
fans
Well,
are
I think you could
saying-
get minimum seats for like just over 200, but you could get like decent seats for like 600 a pop.
Sure. I think a lot of Buckeye fans, anyways, are saving up for the Fiesta Bowl, the next game.
I've looked
against
at
Georgia.
flights to basically everywhere. Arizona, Dallas, and Miami.
A lot of Buckeye fans have been to Dallas, Phoenix, and Miami a lot.
I've heard that.
So yeah. So I mean, we're comfortable going to Dallas for sure, but I would 100% believe that they want to go to Scottsdale and kick it for a week.
I don't know.
Who
I've
doesn't?
never seen Jerry's World. I saw the old Dallas. I wouldn't mind seeing that.
This time
setup.
of year sucks, though, man. It's fucking cold there.
Oh yeah.
It's no
Compared to
Scottsdale.
Detroit, compared
I'll
to
just put it that
Detroit,
way.
it's a
No.
little bit better typically.
I don't know why you're still up there, Sean. That's another topic for another time. Why anybody's still up north.
That's a winter show after the playoffs are
But
over.
yeah, I mean, yeah,
I
Scottsdale, you're
think
gonna be
I
on the
think
golf course.
most Buckeye fans want to go to Scottsdale.
Yeah, I do.
Well,
Of
that's
course.
where I think like we always have a huge advantage at the Fiesta Bowl because Scottsdale there's a huge contingent. Dallas, I'm not aware of as much. Um,
No, our Miami and
Well, but
Scottsdale are bigger Buckeye alumni bases. Yes.
dude, we're going to be fine in Dallas.
Yeah.
We're going to be fine. What is will be
I mean,
fine.
we
It's
we were
going to
we were
be
fine last year playing Texas there, weren't we? Wasn't that almost 50-50 against Texas?
right. Yeah. And what's that? A couple hours from Austin? Maybe 3, 4,
Probably
the
three
most.
tops.
At the most.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're both
So
on the eastern
North
side.
Texas to Austin. But anyway, yeah. Uh, I feel really good that the Buckeye fans are going to travel well. So, hey, if anybody's going, please hit us up. I'd like to um, see if you can get us some photos from where you're sitting and all the shit.
Yeah, throw their photos up on share that shit.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, we're gonna get ready for next Monday's show and prepare for this Miami game. It's not a lot of good football to watch between now and then, so just kind of plodding along, through the holiday and waiting for this Buckeye game. There's much. Oh, Toledo plays tomorrow, Sean.
I saw that.
Louisville.
Oh, Louisville. Oh, which is also interest of the Michigan hire because some people are saying, well, Brohm's waiting
Brom.
until
Yeah,
after this game.
exactly. Brom's
Hmm.
a red ass. Brom's a fucking red ass, though.
He's an old Bo Schembechler type.
Yeah, fits right in.
But doesn't seem to
Louisville
be
favored
tempted
by
by
8.5.
he doesn't seem to be tempted by just like glitz and
By the young ass,
notoriety and the money.
by
Yeah,
the
like
young ass.
he's hanging out. He's hanging out in Louisville. And his
He
brother
is
likes
the
to do it.
one. He's probably the one coach that could keep Bryce Underwood because he's a good quarterback developer.
But does he
If
have the?
Poggi,
Yeah,
probably not.
that's what I'm saying. Keep Poggi. Keep Poggi. Awesome. They're great. I would love it.
I've
I
already
feel
seen
like this
rumors
got
that.
away from him, and Poggi might be the safe play. It's like, okay, Poggi, you're interim for a
Yeah,
year, like
For
a
you. Yep.
fickle thing,
sure.
and
Yeah,
we're gonna do our due diligence and,
yeah.
and
He's a
target.
bridge. He's a
Yeah.
bridge to next year. Yeah.
And they're trying to. They know
No,
they're going to lose.
literally, he's a
They're going to lose a
bridge.
bunch of players. So they
But
know.
again, it's
Hey,
all uncharted territory. It's like, are you gonna lose all your players? Are who fucking knows? These kids can leave and what?
Yep.
Again, I don't care what they do because they're not my rival, and fuck them. I'm not interested in what they're doing. They're fake and gay. Not into it.
That's a deadly combo. See my commentary from a couple weeks ago regarding the Michigan program. If you have any questions about how people should feel about them. Anyway, I got nothing else. We will be back Monday, the 29th, a week from today. Get you ready for the New Year's Eve bash in Dallas. So keep it locked right here. Hit subscribe, like, all the good stuff. We appreciate that. And we'll talk to you later.
Merry
Jeff
Christmas,
and Sean.
boys. Christ is
Yeah, Merry
King,
Christmas to
brothers.
everybody. Happy holidays. And Jeff and Sean, we appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Go Bucks.